Okay, so one of the things that I'm planning on being able to do after all this self-isolation shit is over is a front lever. Can't do it yet, but I'm pretty well on my way. I want to have my own video, and also I can share the progress from the perspective of someone who cannot do it correctly yet, but maybe is able to do all the necessary exercises that eventually will lead to it. What do I actually want to be able to do? It is from a hang, so hanging from here. This bar is a little low, but it's fine. I want to be able to keep my body completely straight and lift my feet up into horizontal level. And that is as far as I can go right now. Okay, so I cannot do that yet, probably, but what can I do? I think the best kind of result I can get right now is by first lifting the feet up and then having one leg bent and then straightening myself from there. I'm pretty happy with this. So I go up and I extend and I lower myself into this position and hold the position there. Now the first thing is about the grip. I haven't really seen this addressed in other videos, but I haven't watched all of them. To me, it doesn't really matter how I hold the bar. So I've decided that I practice this in various different ways. So let's say I'm doing this one leg bent version of the front lever. I can do it holding these neutral position grips from both sides. These are quite far apart, but it makes no difference really. So from here, I can also extend and hold. Likewise, I can go for a narrow grip this way and do the same thing. Or I can go into a chin-up grip with my palms facing towards me and then extend from here. Or I could even, now I don't know, someone might say that this is not a good idea, but for variety, I could also hold these neutral position grips from the inside this way and still repeat the same exercise. Like that. Or one more, I could go for a mixed grip. I think the mixed grip is actually quite good, because it forces me to stabilize my body a little bit differently. So from here, again, the same thing. Like so. You can tell I'm getting a little bit tired already, but even just by switching the grips, I get good workout with the actual position. It's very important when you go up to first extend and keep the hips up and then lower. And then if you hold, you hold, but so that the hips stay up. I hope they were up in that repetition, but that was as proper as I can make it right now. It's very easy to forget that, and then the hips start to sink down, and then it's not the same thing. In the end, you should be completely straight. So in order to practice that, one of the easy things that you can do from here, just extend straight. So squeeze the buttocks together. And now at the same time, I could also extend the arms, which makes this even harder. Now the second thing that is really hard is doing all the movements in here. And to practice that, what you can do is keep the arms straight and try to go as far back behind you with your shoulders as you can. So from a hang, I keep my feet forward a little bit because again, this is quite low. I go like this. So the first thing is that I engage the shoulders like this, and the shoulder blades. But then from this position, I want you to go back. And you can do it that way so that you're already engaged and then you just go back, or you do the entire thing from basically a dead hang and then you just pull yourself back. It's pretty important that you're able to keep your knees tucked as close to your chest as you can. I'm not very flexible, so many people probably can do this better. But anyway, you bring the knees up, and here you just hang. And even here, you don't have to be like this. You can try to extend the spine a bit, and you just hold that. And then the next thing is to use your side muscles as well, not just the ones in your back, but also here in the sides. And for that, these windscreen wiper movements are really good. Here, and then you turn to the side and the other side. And the next thing is to do that with your legs straight. But in order to be able to do that, you first need to be able to do the kind of L-sit, where you're just extending your legs while your back is straight. So you hang here, and from this position, you just extend the legs this way. And you can do these for reps as well if you want to. With that kind of motion, you also get this like pulling with the lats going backwards combined. So it's a good exercise. The windscreen wipers with the legs straight. So you kind of go through the L-sit position and you bring your feet up like this, all the way up here. And then you go from one side to the other. And finally, if your room or training place setup allows it and you have a wall, you can use the wall to help you with the practice. So you can basically just walk up the wall or whatever furniture you have in front of you, and then find the position so that you support yourself with the wall and look something like this. Make sure not to fall. And here we are. And this is a little bit unstable, but whatever. And you can just hold this position. If you hold it for a minute, good. So you can just jump here. And I keep my feet a little bit apart. And then I let go with one, replace it, and then the other. Hips stay up. You can even exaggerate keeping them up. I think it's good. Like this. The next one will be walking sideways against the wall. So again, you grab a hold of the wall and let's go dynamically to the position. Here we go. Extend. And now I start with my feet close to each other this way. Hips stay up, buttocks together, and I walk sideways as far as I can. And I walk back and sideways and back and sideways and back. And the last one will be writing your name with one foot while the other one gives you support. So let's grab a hold of the bar, go with a chin-up grip this time, and we go into the position here like this. Hips stay up again, and now I take my left foot and I write I, L, K, K, and A. And then I take the right foot and same thing, I, L, K, K, and A. So that's it. Those are a few exercises that you can do to practice the front lever, and I'll be updating my progress in future videos, and hopefully I can soon do the actual front lever properly, and that should motivate others to practice as well. And go check other tutorials as well. I'm not an expert in this. I just want to share what I'm doing and my progress. One other thing. Always also remember to train the antagonist side of the muscles. So we're going to go into the opposite position and extend the feet straight, lower them towards the ground and extend. The lower back is working and the buttocks are working. Like this. So that augments the front lever pretty well in my opinion. So that's all for now. More stuff in the next video. Oni!